Welcome to my channel. This is the 97th week in my life. I just generated a site from my conveyor belt that I started creating about 50 days ago. In these videos, check video week 87. So we've just created a full site using my... Look at this. Look at this, look. Site generated. You see that? That's all of my work right there. Now let me show you what this software created. Well, I created the software, so let me show you what I created, but in a few seconds, a few minutes. Let me just wait for this to load up. So on Fast Attack, which I will be getting a new PC, powerful PC, good RAM, good memory, good graphics, all of that. This process would be even quicker. Let me show you what we just created. Now, so I need to put pictures in, but let me show you. You ready? Boom. Look at this, all of this. Just created now. Site's been created, just doing some manual touch-ups. Someone I respect very highly, his name is Andrew Tate. He says if you try to automate too much, you end up going broke. When I first heard that, I was like, However, I made a conveyor belt and to be honest, I can't fully automate it. There's certain things that I need to manually do. Like I have to manually change some of the content and that's fine. Now, if I did just leave it, maybe I would go broke. Not because of go broke in terms of the business wouldn't be at a high level. It would become just kind of consistent across all my websites. So that is true what he said. I'm now gonna go and visualize my goals. Now let me just show you what I've done so far. Boom. See that? It's my work right there. 12:47 Monday. I'm about to go to a coffee shop and I'm gonna bring my stuff so I can work on the go. I'm living the dream. Just the final results have not fully caught up to me yet. But look, I'm about to go to a coffee shop and here's all my possessions. Look, in this bag. And in this bag, I can carry out all my work and make millions. And the work, I don't even need to do the work right now. It's like I work when I want, how I want. The results are not attached to how long I'm working or how much I'm working because it's detached. It's not, my work and results are not tied to the time. I put in like an average job. Maybe you work 5 hours, you get paid £15 an hour. That's your, you know, that's how much you make. My situation is completely different. My phone could ring right now with leads right now. 14:17, I've just added my latest site to my software. I've updated it all. Now I'm about to add content on it from this coffee shop, from the laptop. See? System thinking. I'm gonna add content to about 2 pages. 17:53. I've just moved my setup. I'm back in my room. Don't know how long I'll be back in here for, but I'm gonna start flowing again with my work. And I've been going savage in terms of the amount of work I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of work, crushing it out, crushing it. But I'm gonna go back to more of a flowing state, more of a flow state, not a lax state. My body's telling me that's the next steps. And also, I think that is the next steps logically. I added some content onto one of my newer sites and there's another site that I'm about to push live today or tomorrow. We've got my to-do list done today. We already bought the domain for this newest one yesterday. We used my conveyor belt to make it. Very good. By the end of this month, I will also get my software live on Google, which just means it'll be easier for me to access it instead of the way I'm accessing it now. So I'll be able to literally just go into Google, type it in, and then boom. But obviously, you have to be astute with this tech stuff. If that's going on to Google, I need to set up the correct policies and all the security and all of that type of stuff. So, you know, one thing I like to say is I'm in astute industries. Like, I'm in industries where I can't afford to miss a bracket, or I can't afford to make a decision based on emotions, or I can't afford to make a decision 2 seconds before I should have. They're the thin lines I'm playing in between. Right, let me get this new site up and ready to push live. Tuesday, 6:34 a.m. I'm about to work out, train my delts and my abs. Let's go. So yesterday, some amazing person. She was so efficient. She was the perfect type of person. They're the type of people I want to work with and like to work with. People who are efficient. Anyway, she got a picture of the high street for me for one of my areas on my sites, which is massive. Now I don't need to go to that area. And I've just found a very efficient way of getting pictures. So massive, big shout out to her. She's not going to see this, but that was incredible. These pictures are big for me because I like to build my sites with them. So the fact that she's just taken an amazing picture, multiple pictures of the area that my website is in, is amazing. Amazing. She is an amazing human being. And also, I didn't pay her. There was no money. She just did it. I reached out to people in that area to get back to me. She got back to me. I told her what I wanted. She was so, she was polite. She was easy. She was good, man. It makes sense to show some of my work. So, let me show you. Boom. Who built this? Me. Who owns this? Me. Who got this picture? That lovely lady from yesterday. Time is 8 p.m. Tuesday. Today I missed the position on the markets. I was having a nap. I woke up and I saw it, but the setup was literally the setup was forming, meaning I would have had to have entered as soon as I got up, which is fine. But one of my rules is very strict, and I thought that one of the rules it wasn't valid. I was looking on my phone. However, I'm now on my monitor, and the rule was fine. I'm gonna actually show you. Again, I showed you some of my website work. Now let me show you this work. You know what's amazing? Damn, I can trade. I can fucking trade. Go check video week 17 when I started living in the end. I used to go to a rock every single day. I did that every day for months. And guess what? I used to go and act and speak like I could trade, I had a strategy, when I didn't. But now I do. The law of assumption. This was in October 2024, so over a year ago. Look at this trade. These are how all of my trades are, by the way, in terms of risk to reward. All my trades are, over a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I can fucking trade. So now I just need to pass some challenges, raise some money, and then my lifestyle can actually look like what it's meant to be looking like. Clothes, you're gonna see me, I'm gonna take this camera on shopping. We're gonna go shopping, we're gonna get a whole load of suits, whole load of cargo trousers, whole load of polo tops like this. Tailors, we're gonna meet tailors. We're gonna be fly, watch. So now I've built all of these skills and all of this infrastructure. Now I can actually, live life. I haven't really been living life. I've been building, delaying my gratification on and in all realms. Let me show you the position. This would have been my exact trade. Look at this. You see this? This right here. Look at that. Look at Aaron's pink line. Aaron's pink road. You see that pink line? That pink line is everything. Look at that. What should I do with this skill set? This can make me a millionaire, can make me a billionaire if I wanted to push that far. I'm not interested in being a billionaire, although that could happen almost, not by accident, but by accident. I'm only 21 right now. Where am I going to take this skill set? I'm actually going to do some time thinking about this skill set and the paths I could take. You know what? I'm thinking. Damn, man, I'm gonna be moving into my own home, dating women, all of it, dating beautiful women. In fact, not just any women, a certain caliber of females. So I'm gonna be dating beautiful women, going to the best gyms, traveling, meeting people. I need to meet new friends. I need to, network. I need to meet some lovely ladies. I need to experience life. I need to do a whole load of things. We are standing on nice foundations. Now it's go time. Look at me right now. Now, I am a handsome male. But right now I can accept I look a bit, scruffy. But what's in here is not scruffy. It's very astute and exceptional. And I've known I've been exceptional. If I lift up my top, there's exceptional abs there. What should I do with this skill set? Should I teach it? I can teach you right now. Should I teach you right now? I'll be the best teacher in the world if I do. If I do teach, I'll be the best teacher in the world for this. I'll use the best analogies as well. Well, before I ever teach anything, I've already enriched myself. I know I'm the real deal. When you know you're the real deal so much and you know you're an actual righteous man, when you know you're genuinely a righteous, ethical man, sometimes you can want to, share some knowledge, but then you have other people saying, oh, why are you teaching if you haven't made money from it? Which is very true. I also agree, but it's like a middle ground where, well, what if you know that you are the real deal and you know that you will make money and you know that it does make money? Anyway, what should I do with this skill set? First of all, we're going to move. In fact, it's not even about moving. It's about a new apartment. An apartment so I can have my own space. That means women. I don't invite women to my mum's house. Definitely not. I don't do that. I'm not going to her house. I don't want to go to a female's house and have to navigate. You think I'm being in a house feeling, oh, what if her mum comes back or her dad comes back? No, I'm fine to meet her mum or dad. That's not the point. How can I feel like a man if I'm not even in my own castle? I don't want to be in a female's castle. I don't know her cupboards. I can't just open her cupboards and think, actually, you know what, I'm going to get this. I'm going to quickly get some Greek yogurt. No, I have to think, oh wait, I'm not even in my home. I won't even feel like a man. So fuck all of that. I'm not doing that stuff. I'm doing it my way. It's been my way for years. Look how far I've got by doing it my way. I dropped out of college, made my own timetable. Look at my fucking edge. Look at this shit. Look at that pink road right there. Look at my sights. How have I found a gap on Google? All by saying, fuck you, I'm doing it my way. Belief, indefatigability. I've been doing this. I was focused through brain surgeries. No one's got that story. So, what should I do with this skill set, man? Look at this. Aaron, do you remember when you used to place positions and constantly get stopped? Aaron, do you remember when you used to wake up at 2:38 a.m. and practice till fucking 8 a.m.? Oh my... Aaron, you used to wake up at 2:38 a.m. and practice trading, not even trading, practice until 8 a.m. Then at 8 a.m. you'd place a trade. And then once you place that trade, you would analyze that trade, track it, review it. You would literally dissect it like a doctor. Now look at you. You are a great. You are a star. Damn. So it's the case of scale. And last thing, I want to make this clip under 10 minutes. This specific clip, or let's say under 11. Me focusing on the website stuff, the software stuff, that has been amazing, because what that has done is it's made me kind of let go of my trading. Not let go of it in a negative way, but just give it some space for me to run the system. And also, because I'm not bored, like I have things to do. Like even right now, yes, there's a beautiful trade set up on my screen, which is from my strategy. However, guess what? I've still got software to manage. I've still got sites to push live. I've still got content to freshen up. So it doesn't matter how lovely my trading is. I'm focused on this thing, and this thing is taking my attention away, which is amazing, because my trading can just keep doing what it's doing. Keep running, keep oiling the machine. It's already oiled. Just keep running the machine. Build up my data. Build up data, and then it gets to a point when the capital comes, and then you're making money. Then all of a sudden I'm sat on a crazy villa by myself, by choice. I'm in a villa in Thailand by myself with my portable setup, and guess what I'm doing out there? The same things I've been doing in this room for years. But now it's changed, because now I can go out. I can leave the house. I can leave the villa. I can have company if I want. I can go ride a horse. I can go skydive if I want. I can go retire someone in Thailand for fun. I can go and tip someone heavily, 10k USD. That is what I've done all of this for. Okay? Well done, Aaron.
Wednesday, 6:19 a.m. Just got up about 5 minutes ago. I'm going to do some inner work and some scripting. That's writing out my goals and some inner work. Let's go. I've just set up a hosting. I've just put a new website out, and that's important because I did it manually, so I didn't use AI to guide me through the whole thing. I can now be anywhere in the world: Bali, Russia, Japan, Middle East, Europe. Doesn't matter where I am, I can run my systems. I had this plan. When I last added a site live, But when I last did this hosting, I wrote down the process. But now I've put this process onto my notes digitally, but I also know and remember how to do it from here. So that is amazing. We've just put another site live. So now we have, it's not even about quantity, it's about quality. It's all good me saying, oh, I've got all of these fucking sites, but how many are putting money into my pocket? I've learned a lot. So the sites that I've ranked, basically I found a gap on Google and I know how to rank them. But what I'm doing is not broad enough. It's not getting enough clicks. It's not getting enough traffic. So, but it's a gap that I found. So what I need to do, I need to slightly make a tweak so the gap is still relevant and will still work, but it will bring in a lot more traffic. And so I've got that. I've written it down on this piece of paper right here. I mean, if you wanted to see it, you could just pause it. So what I just did is irrelevant, so I might as well show you. Here it is, right there. This is what I'm going to be doing. So we're doing that, and yes, the rest will be history. Oh. What the hold up a second. I love tech because the thing with tech is it's so fucking precise. It's like me. It's so what's the word, meticulous. Like in this tech stuff, things happen immediately. If you miss a bracket, the whole thing doesn't work. I love things that operate in precise realms. And I should actually start typing more without looking at the keyboard. I can already do it quite well. I guess if I just keep doing it. Like right now I'm not looking, but I'm hitting everything right, but there is some errors I'm making. But if I just kept doing it, what is this? Good. Right now I'm doing pretty well. So it's a bit slower, but I'll get there. Right now I'm on a walk. I'm about to do a play. I'm gonna start a funded account challenge. I do have some running right now already. However, I started these many months ago when my skill set and edge wasn't where it is now. And now I'm running a real operation. It's really systemized, it's really consistent and repeatable. So I have a strong chance of passing this challenge that I'm gonna do because, well, I have a strong chance of passing it because my process is different. Now, it was still the same edge, but it's evolved. I've made it a lot more repeatable. It's been consistent for months now, and it's very good. So I'm gonna start this challenge, and if I pass this challenge, the rest will be history. I want to title this video starting a funded account challenge. If I pass this, I'm gonna use this to do some great things. I'm also gonna use this as let me give you guys some source. I'm gonna use this as collateral to raise money, and then use this certificate that I'm gonna get from passing and the actual financial success as a collateral to investors, saying, here, look, I've already passed it. Look, I'm gonna put some of my own money in. I want you to also give me 5,000. And then the rest will be history. I'm about to get rich on camera. I'm now about to buy the challenge right now. I'm in a coffee shop, let's go. Just ordered it, it's gone through, got the login details. Now, it's
It's about trading, running my process. I'm not changing anything. I'm just doing what I already do, just with more capital behind me for this challenge. Exciting things. So for my site stuff, I need to now push my software live. Because it's becoming a bottleneck. It's just a bit too long. I need speed. Currently my software, the way I access it is not fast enough. I've started mapping out my next site. This is gonna be the best site I've built because I've learned so much. It's based on my strategy, my gap that I've found. It's gonna be good. It is gonna be very good. And I'm gonna turn this into a reusable template as well, which I've done for the insulation stuff. So this is gonna be great. This is gonna be super powerful. I'm currently eating and watching some Mark Douglas. I don't usually watch Mark Douglas or any type of trading videos or any business videos, to be honest. I kind of just operate and do it. I've been doing this stuff for years now, so I don't watch the same content I used to watch. However, I saw something on my recommended and I clicked onto it. Let me show you what I'm watching. I've got this food here. This is not how I eat. Some lasagna. I don't eat this type of stuff, but I am now. Because, well, there's no food I want to eat, like chicken, lamb, all of that type of stuff. If we pass this account, we're gonna have some money coming in after all of these years of working. Now is the time where my skill set is good and scale can amplify my behavior, which is already good. So money can start flowing in, and I've got a whole plan on what I'm gonna do with this money. I'm not just gonna stop spending it, buying clothes. No, I've got a meticulous, rigid plan that I've carried for years. And I'm about to play it out. Let's go. We've got some exciting stuff going on. Tomorrow I'm gonna put my software up, so I'll be able to access my software. That's gonna really speed things up for me, because right now the way I'm accessing my software is very slow and it feels tedious. And I don't like that it feels tedious. It needs to feel quick and efficient, because you know, it's the brain of this entire business model that I've created. So I need to, tomorrow I will sort that out. I saw a guy today in a Porsche. He looked like he had money. So I know exactly the type of people I'm going to be asking for money. I'm going to take this challenge. If I pass, it is very likely I will pass. I am going to use that as, what's it called? Collateral, like I spoke about in a earlier clip today. But yeah, seeing that dude, I know what type of guys have money. I know. I'm now just adding some copy to one of my websites, because it's a bit plain. But I need to use I'm going to use my software for it. But you see what I'm saying when I say, basically the way I'm doing my software right now is I open up my software in the code. I open it up, then I use it. But I had to open it up, then I have to open the browser. Instead of just, think of YouTube, you just type in YouTube on Google and boom. So that's what I'm gonna be sorting out tomorrow. I'm gonna get the initial steps done. And things are going good business-wise. I work on zero wage, but this is all about to watch. All right, now I'm gonna actually, you know what, I'm gonna do the manual copy first. I'm gonna fill out the page with my manual skills. Then I'm gonna use my software. So that's 5:30 a.m. Thursday. Yesterday I set up all the new funded account, the copy and all of that good stuff. Also for my trading, I'm exploring a new currency pair. Or a new pair. It's not just a currency. I'm exploring a new pair. Something I can scale with that's less expensive, and I think I'm onto something. I'm gonna work out in about 10 minutes. I just did some push-ups to get me up. I'm gonna put some Candace Owens on and work out. Let's go. 6:06 a.m. working out, let's go. I've just pushed my software. This is a game changer. Now I can access it from the browser. Look at this. This right here is a game changer. Look, I can click on the site. Boom. See that? This is a game changer. It's so much quicker. I can do everything. I can do everything. So this is gonna give me so much speed. I'm no longer gonna be slow in what I do. There's some things that I need to adjust, so I'm gonna add a login system. So you have to log in, and then there's currently 2 pages that won't work right now because I haven't done the login since it's now live on, on the browser, so you have to be kind of careful in your security. Amazing things. Now adding the login system. Amazing things. Let's go. Just added a login system and it's working. I'm gonna come off now, make a tea, get dressed, have a shower. I've already brushed, but I've been up since 5. Did a savage workout. Done a whole load of work. My login system. Oh my. Watch this. So I'm only gonna cover one thing, which is my email. But I need to get some blue tattoo. I have some. I like to have everything I need on the go. On the go. I like to travel with everything. So when you guys see me traveling, I'm gonna have a bag, and in that bag is gonna be my MacBook, my portable monitor, my wireless headset, my mouse, my keyboard, everything in a backpack. Running and controlling your whole empire from a bag. That's the dream, and I did that on purpose. That's no mistake. I did create this life for myself you're about to see. It was all intentional. I learned it all from books. I wasn't on Instagram and I saw someone who was rich and I thought, oh, wow, look at them. How did they do it? Let me buy their course. Let me learn from them. No. My story is this. This is my story. This. I read this at 16. Today I'm 21. This is my story. What did I learn from this? That many rich people are frugal. There is some frugal rich people. However, that's not for me. I'm not going to be that type of rich person. But there is a load of millionaires who you wouldn't even know have all of this money. And that was my story. I learned from books. Anyway, let me show you this login system. Let me just stick this blue tack on. Oh, it's not sticking to my monitor. No, it is. All right, let me show you this login system. So look, Iron Local. I've got my email there and password there. Now, if I type in a random password,
look what happens. Now click access system. Boom, you see right here? Login failed, check email or password. Now I'm gonna put in my password. So now I'm gonna put in my password, and what I'm gonna do, I've now put in my password. Now look, ready? Wait for this to focus. What is this? Why is it not focusing? What? All right, there we go. Now look. Oh my gosh, a typo. Okay, let me re-put in my password. Okay, now watch. Boom. Woo! Look at this. This is all my work right here. Look, well, I can check anything. I can add content. Look, Arthur M. I am the real Arthur M. So now, wait, why is this not loading? It's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's because I've got all of these tabs open. Actually, hold on a second. I think I know why. Okay, I know why this isn't coming up. This isn't loading because I've added the login and I haven't been using the software based on a login. I had to add new lines of code, but now them new lines of code are contradicting previous lines I had, because the previous lines I was using, it was what I was just using for speed, and so I can build and go at the same time. But obviously now I'm leveling up and it's now going to be live on Google, etc. It's not about me having them old contradicting lines of code, so I need to just fix them and then it will all be perfect. But I'm very happy with my login system. It is amazing, and it's going to be like this. Okay, so that is what I need to do. Lovely, let's go. I'm still improving my login system. I'm fixing the issue that I had. I've learned so much in this solitude. One of the things is elevating and building something real. It's all about just keep going, keep punching. Imagine, I've used this analogy before. Imagine the lights are off. You just keep punching. The lights are all off. You can't see anything. And let's say there's enemies coming after you and you're just punching. And all of a sudden, you've knocked out everyone and you're no longer having to punch because you've got them all. That's what this business stuff is really about. Keep going, and then all of a sudden you have new breakthroughs, and then boom, you've built something. A lot of the time I'm feeling like I can't be bothered, or it feels tedious, but there's a small space in your mind, even when it gets tedious, where you can still you can keep going. You can keep going. I need to give myself a haircut. Well, I don't need to, but I get to. A haircut. There's no excuse for me to not have a trim now. I've been cutting my own hair for a very long time. Look at it. Fantastic trim. Moustache, all of it. Let's go. I got a little scar here for my sister. My sister punched me in the lip. Anyway, I want to move my setup back downstairs. It's currently upstairs in my room, but I don't like sitting down. I much prefer standing. It just keeps me more. When I sit down, because I work pretty much all day,
because I'm sitting down, it makes me like sluggish. Versus when I'm standing, I'm really, I'm active. Just went on a walk. It was lovely, but it's so damn hot out there, man. Well done, Aaron. We started our funded account, our freshest one based on how I'm trading now. I've taken my first trade today. I don't know what it's doing. So, yeah, man, Aaron, you're doing very well. You've stuck to your plans. You've been working on no wage for years. You're doing great. You've only got £400 coming in every month. But you've built real skills, real infrastructure. Let's go. Can we do this for another 6 months? Of course we can. We've been doing this for years. You only came out of hospital, what? Less than 3 years ago? After having 6 fucking head surgeries, brain surgeries, in the space of 2 years, from 17 to 18, near a couple fucking weeks before I turned 19. From 17 to 19, I was having brain surgeries. That would have killed most people. They couldn't have dealt with that, Aaron. Aaron, you think they could have dealt with that? People would have killed themselves, or not even killed themselves, just been too negative and made things go wrong. This is a cosmic world. Negativity is a disaster. You can't be negative in them situations. You know what would have happened, Aaron. You know. But you were never negative. You didn't break down ever. No surgeon, no nurse has ever seen you cry. You never folded. You stayed strong with your purpose and mission to life. And guess what? Now we have a strategy and we know how to code. Well done, Aaron. Remember you in them brain surgery beds? You had no edge. You couldn't code. You had no websites. But you did have belief. And you knew you'd be fucking rich. You knew 100%. Look at what this journey has made me become. Look at what it's taught me. Look at the man I've become on this mission. When I was 15, I decided to get extremely rich. I read a book and everything, my whole mind flipped. That first trade I took on my funded account would have been a winner, a very nice winner. But it was a very small winner because it slipped my mind. I was using a trade copier. So I closed a position on one account and it closed on my funded account, but I didn't want it to close my funded account. So, but that's a lesson. No, that will never ever happen again. These things happen. It's 'cause I haven't been using a copier for a very long time, so I have to get back into the flow of things. But yeah, that's what happened. So that would have been a clean trade. It would be we would have made over 40%. We would have made over 40% of our target already on first trade. But it's coming, it's coming. It's Friday tomorrow. We got another week ahead of us. Play some trades and hopefully we can get some winners. And the rest will be history, like I said. It is Friday, 12:46. I'm gonna wrap up this video. This was the 97th week. I'm gonna go outside, it's sunny. I've been doing a lot of work, but really in reality, I need to focus on my trading in terms of, let me get capital on that. Then the website stuff would be, or the site stuff will be easier. Right now I've got some software issues. To be honest, I can just bring in a JS guy in the near future once my trading has capital. I think it's go time. I need to be pitching people my original plan that I've been, well, I waited a couple more months because I wanted to build up more data. Now I've built up more data. I know my process is, you know, it's good, but I still feel like a bit, oh, am I ready yet? That just shows you that the perfect time is never. You never feel perfect. You never feel ready. But I am ready. Any fearful thoughts are just echoes of the past. So, I gotta be outside, it's sunny. And when I see someone who looks like they have money, I need to speak to them. And yeah, that's my plan. Friday 14:43. I'm about to create a plan on, you know, how I can raise money from people in the public. My strategy is gonna be going up to someone who I believe they have money. So I'm good at reading people, so I'm gonna bank on that edge I have. I'm gonna be going up to them saying, excuse me, do you have money you wanna work with? Hello, do you have money you wanna work with? So right now I'm just writing out a plan. I've already built up some track record. I bought a funded account challenge this week, yesterday. So that's going cool. The plan is I'm gonna use that as collateral and proof, but that's waiting for perfect scenarios. I can strike now. So right now I'm gonna do some writing, and that's the plan. This plan I'm working on is real big, and it is a fact that this is gonna make me a whole load of money. Money where I can do whatever I want, travel anywhere, anytime, any place, any way. And then my external environment will look how I feel about myself in here. This was the 97th week in my life. 97 weeks. Incredible. In 3 weeks, we're on week 100. Let's go.